Guys, I made this special effect without drawing a single frame in Clip Studio Paint. Let me blow your mind. Hi, I'm Starry, and in this video, I'll show you how to use the burst and scattered focus lines tools to create this awesome special effect that you see here. Alright, so as I said, this is the burst effect, and it can be found in Figures and Burst. Use your Operations tool to be able to adjust all of your settings for your burst effect. In this case, the only thing that I changed was the length of the burst. I animated this burst effect on ones, as you can see here, and all I did was copy and paste the initial burst that I created onto new animation cells, and then adjusted each frame. And as you move through each new frame, you can copy and paste that frame, going one by one as you keep adjusting to keep things consistent. And as you're moving through your animation, you can go into the hamburger icon, go into Edit Track, and then rename in timeline order. Otherwise, as you are copying and pasting, you'll end up with naming conventions that you probably don't need. It'll look like 2B, 2C, 2D, which indicates that they are in-betweens, but these are just straight ahead. So go ahead and rename in timeline order to make things easier on yourself. You can see that each frame is still adjustable with the Operation tool, so if I decide I want to change the length even more, I can still do that. I started out with a burst with a very long length. It has a length of 7,243, and then on the second frame, there's a huge jump to 737. And as we go through the animation, the jump in length is a little bit less extreme. In these final frames, you can see that it doesn't change very much at all. And basically that creates an ease out effect, where the initial effect is very fast and then slows down. I then created a clip layer where I created a yellow gradient, and on the entire animation folder layer, I changed the blend to add glow, which creates this effect over my gradients from my lower layers, and it creates this super nice effect. It's really as easy as that. After I created my initial burst, I then created a scattered line animation using the Scattered Focus Lines tool. And just like before, using my Operations tool, I can adjust the length. And as you can see, it's going to grow in size. So it started out with a very small length of 10. And then as before, animating on ones, it increases in size by larger and larger increments, which gives it the effect of moving faster and faster. And it also has an add glow effect. It also starts later than the other burst animation, which gives it the look that it's starting from the center and is a follow-up burst, like a firework. Another simple thing you can do to change up your animation, I also started increasing the brush size. Which gives a really nice effect as well. You can also play with keyframes by enabling keyframes here. And in this case, I added a rotation effect to my scattered focus lines. After you enable keyframes, click on your first frame and add a keyframe, and then go into your graph editor, click on center of rotation, and on your first frame, make sure that this little crosshair is in the center of where your effect is going to be. Then go ahead and go to your final frame and add another keyframe. And you can either use the Operations tool to rotate it manually, or you can use the graph editor and grab the keyframe and move it where you'd like it to stop. I also changed the interpolation method to smooth interpolation, which will create an ease in and ease out effect. And this is the result. Pretty cool, right? All right. One last thing I want to show you is how to make this cool smoke ring effect. We're going to be using vector layers, as you can see here. So when you create your new animation folder, select it in your layer panel and then click New Vector Layer. And because we want to create a perfect circle, we're going to make a special ruler. To create a special ruler, go into your rulers and select Figure Ruler, and then in your Tool Property panel, select Ellipse. Click on your wrench tool to show the subtool detail window. Then under Shape Operation, check Start from Center. And you can also toggle this eye icon so that you can always see that setting in your Tool Property panel. If you plan to use it this way all the time, you can always save all settings as default. And whenever you use this particular figure ruler, it will always use Start from Center. When you're creating your figure ruler, if you've selected your entire animation folder, that figure ruler will be added to the entire animation folder, or if you add it to your animation cells, that figure ruler will be added to that specific cell. Find the center of your burst, click, hold Shift, and drag out to create your figure ruler. Click again to confirm it. So once you have your ruler established, you can draw your cloud layer and it will follow the ruler. This will help you create a perfect circle. Then the tool I used was under Decoration, Background, and Cloud. I've also enabled Vector Magnet in my tool properties. If you don't see this option, you can click on the wrench icon as before, open Corrections in your subtool detail window, and check Vector Magnet. So now on my new cell, I'm going to use the ruler that I created on the entire animation folder. And as I draw, you can see that it follows that ruler circle. I've enabled keyframes on this layer, and what I've done is I have both created a scale change and an opacity change. Using the operations tool, we can create our scale animation. So first you'll want to make sure that your center is in the middle of your burst, and on your final frame, you'll simply expand your image layer to your desired size. Then in the graph editor, select opacity, create your initial keyframe at 100% opacity, and then on your final frame, you can go into your tool property panel and simply type in the number that you would like. All right, that's it for this tutorial. I really hope this was inspiring, and I hope you have fun using it in your animations. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to check out my other tutorials. I've done lots of different things on animation and using 3D figures. Leave me a comment down below with any feedback, and like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you again soon!